How bad do you fucking want it? Genuinely, how bad do you fucking want it? Are you willing to sacrifice the long nights? Are you willing to forego the uncomfortable situations, circumstances? Are you willing to get up early mornings, stay up late nights? Are you willing to seek out uncomfortable situations that are going to get you to the skill attainment, meeting that person, putting yourself in different rooms, putting yourself in different environments? Are you really willing to endure putting your back against the wall? Like, genuinely putting your back against the wall. Like, you put everything on the line. Everything. How bad do you really fucking want it? And you have to genuinely ask yourself that. No matter what the fuck the goal is, how bad do you fucking want it? Are you willing to die for this shit? Because if you're not willing to die for this shit, you won't have it. You might as well not even go for it. I'm going to be honest. I was willing to die to be in the position that I am in today. And you're probably thinking, oh, what does that mean? Being able to network with high-level people. Being able to spend fucking $500-$600 on a gym fucking membership. Being able to buy whatever the fuck I want to. Being able to go to restaurants and not give a fuck about how much the meal is. Being able to have high-quality friends that we're able to make money together. That's what this shit entails. And yes, I had moments where I had doubt, and I had moments where I didn't know if I could pull it off. But you know what? I asked myself this one question. I asked myself, how would my higher self be able to overcome this challenge? How would he go about doing this, or go about this situation? And I would generally ask myself, and the answer would pop up immediately. Oh, he would do X, Y, and Z. Oh, instead of him not going to shake hands with that person, he would go and shake hands with that person and go maybe take him for a coffee chat, or maybe he is somebody that you may need in the future where he may be able to give you financing on that deal that you want down the line, or whatever the case may be. I was always thinking ahead of where I was in that current moment, and I always thought ahead of where I was in that current moment. People often mistaken it as cocky, arrogant, delusional, but I just didn't give a fuck. And that's what you have to do, is not give a fuck. This is your life, and you only get one shot at this shit. You can't give this shit 50% because you will get 50% results. You cannot give 50%. This shit is all or nothing. Go all in. Just go all in. Try, bro. Try. Because then when you actually surprise your own self about how capable you are, that addiction never stops. You're going to continue to push yourself more and more and more, because you're going to really think to yourself like, oh, how much can I really do? How good can I really get? How good can life really get? How much money can I actually make? What kind of friends can I actually genuinely have? What kind of meaningful relationships can I genuinely have? And I'm telling you, it never stops. And once you start building that momentum, do not fucking take your foot off the gas. Do not take your foot off the gas. Continue to progress. Continue to push yourself. It's going to get harder. With new obstacles become new challenges. And if you're not ready to endure those challenges, don't even bother. Don't even bother fucking doing it. Do not bother fucking doing it. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be a point in time where you're going to be sitting with yourself. You're really going to think to yourself, like, is this even worth doing? And I'm telling you, in the long run, it definitely is. Just continue to endure the pain. You're going to get hit with jabs. You're going to get hit with uppercuts. You're going to get hit with fucking left hooks. It is what the fuck it is. But when you go through those moments in your life, no matter what you're going through, it builds character. It builds resilience. It builds that ability to endure certain situations that other people may not necessarily be built for. You know? Just continue to push. Continue to push. I know I had my moments when I was coming up. I didn't know if I was the most qualified. I knew I wasn't the most qualified. But I still went out and sought out those opportunities that I knew I was going to be qualified for at some point. It was really just a matter of me being confident in myself to be able to pull the job and get the job and do it good, and then do it at a good enough pace that they were able to be willing to give me that task. And that's all it genuinely took. This shit, I'm not going to say this shit is easy, but the shit is not hard either. And it all starts with your identity. Who do you deem yourself to be? How do you walk? How do you talk? How do you act? How do you think? How do you talk to yourself on a daily basis? How do you view yourself? How do you think about yourself? Endure, just keep going. No matter what you're going through, it's building you for something greater than you. I'm telling you that shit right now. There are moments where I would fucking overthink, overanalyze, do X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, I was really just shooting myself in the foot because I just had a lack of belief. But once I changed my identity to somebody and looking at my higher self and asking myself, will my higher self doubt himself in this situation? The answer will often be no. And once I understood that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do what the fuck I need to do. And I have 100% faith at what I'm doing. And as I kind of walked down the path, it started illuminating itself. And I just took step by step by step. And now I'm living the life that I want to live, you know? And I'm literally 5 years in the making. This shit does take time, and don't get me wrong. Can you do it in a shorter amount of time? Sure, maybe. But I can only speak from my experience. But I'm going to tell you right now, it does take time. And if you think about it like this, time's going to go by anyway, so you might as well do it. But get started today. You don't have tomorrow. You don't have next week. You do not have next month. Get started now. It's the beginning of 2026. You have a fresh year in front of you. You probably have at least another 348 days or something like that. I don't know off the top of my head, but you get what I'm saying. So, with that being said, make sure you are doing your due diligence beforehand and do what you need to do, and seek out other people that are in the industry that you want to see yourself in, or what you want to do, and go to connect and talk with those people. These opportunities are not going to just be presented to you on a silver fucking platter. You have to go create them. You have to go and create them. And what do you mean by, oh, I have to create them? By putting your face out there and tell these motherfuckers what you want and what you want to do. What are your goals? What do you see yourself doing? Like, because at least that way, the people that you're talking to get to thinking like, oh, well, he might be a good fit. He's determined, he's ambitious, he's disciplined, he has X, Y, Z characteristics. You cannot buy fucking character. You cannot buy fucking character. Character is built, not bought. So when people look at that, you may be qualified on paper, but if you don't have the character, then it doesn't even fucking matter. Somebody that has better character will always win and always make more money than the person that's more qualified. I'm just going to be honest. And I can speak from my experience. There were other people that may have been more qualified than I was, but they may not have necessarily been as confident as I was. They may not have talked a certain way or was able to convey messages in a certain way that corresponded with the role like I did. So all these little things I was better at than the other person, and on paper they were more qualified. And what did I do to sharpen up those soft skills? I made sure I was listening to videos that dealt with communication, sales. I would often have different classes where I had presentations, so I would pretty much just understand what I was doing or what I was bad at, and then I would improve upon it, whether that was my tonality, my pitch, my cadence, my pace, what kind of vocabulary I was using. Whatever the case may have been, I worked on it religiously, and it was a conscious effort. It wasn't like, oh, I'll work on this tomorrow. No. If there was a presentation that I had and I knew I fucked up on, the moment I was done with that presentation, I figured out a way to improve upon the things that I needed to work on. And self-reflection is very important. And a lot of you guys, maybe you have a big ego, but you have to be willing to understand that you have a big ego, but also work on the things that you know you lack in. There's nothing wrong with that. The ego doesn't like being hurt, I'm gonna be honest. But in order for you to grow, you can't let your ego hinder you thinking you know it. Because the moment you think you know it all, you stop trying to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You stop allowing yourself to grow because you think you know it all. You don't need to work anymore, and that's when everything around you falls apart. Money starts going down, your relationships aren't as strong, maybe your diet isn't as good, maybe your relationship with your spouse isn't as good, maybe the people at work are treating you worse. So once you start building this shit up, you have to continue to do the things that got you there and sharpen those skills. Now, doing the things that have got you to this point have got you to this point for a reason. Now, in order for you to do more, in order for you to have more, you have to do more. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you endure until the end of time, you will have it no matter what. And that's the video for today. Make sure y'all like, comment, and follow for more, and I'll see y'all in the next one.